Have you ever wondered, why does your neck feel tight at night? Almost like someone is gently squeezing it. Today, we'll hear the story of Walter, a man who lived with that strange sensation for weeks, as we uncover what might really be happening inside the body, and more importantly, how to manage it naturally and effectively.
Hello, doctor. My name is Walter. I'm 72 years old and live with my wife in a small town near the Oregon coast. I'm usually a quiet person, but today I really need someone to listen and to help explain something that I've never experienced before. A few months ago, I started noticing something a little strange happening at night. At first, I thought it was nothing, probably just age, or maybe I slept in the wrong position. But then it kept happening, repeatedly, without a clear reason, and it's made me feel more and more uneasy. Almost every night around 10 p.m., as I get into bed and try to relax, I begin to feel a strange tightness in my neck, especially the back and sides. It's not a sharp pain, and it's not like a cramp either. It feels more like a gentle hand slowly squeezing around my neck. I've tried switching pillows, changing my sleeping position, even stopped drinking coffee in the afternoon, but none of it has made much of a difference. Some nights, the feeling is so uncomfortable that I have to get up and walk around just to shake it off. What worries me most is, could this be a sign of high blood pressure? I check my blood pressure regularly, and on some of these nights, the readings are higher than usual, especially after the tightness starts. One night, it even went up to 150/90, even though it had been normal all day. I haven't told my wife the full story. I don't want to worry her, but deep down I keep wondering, has anyone else ever felt something like this? Is this a sign of something serious, or just one of those harmless signs of aging? I honestly don't know whether I should see a doctor, or if I just need to fix my sleeping habits.
Hello, Mr. Walter. First of all, thank you for sharing your experience so honestly. I believe many people watching this video today will see themselves in your story. Those quiet, nightly neck tensions we often dismiss as just nothing, until they keep returning and awaken a quiet sense of worry. So now, let's take a moment to look at this situation clearly and simply, together. 1. Is nighttime neck tightness related to blood pressure? The answer is it can be, but not always. A feeling of tightness or pressure around the neck, especially in the evening, can sometimes be an indirect sign of mild blood pressure elevation, particularly in older adults. When blood pressure rises, even briefly, the blood vessels, especially those around the head and neck, must expand and contract to adjust. This process can place a bit of pressure on the surrounding tissues, causing a tight or heavy sensation in the back of the neck. It's not the same as chest pain or signs of a stroke, but it is an early signal your body might be quietly trying to send you. 2. Why does it happen at night? There are a few reasons this tends to occur more often in the evening. Sleeping position. If Mr. Walter or anyone uses a pillow that's too high or stays on one side for too long, the neck muscles can become unevenly stretched. In older adults, muscles fatigue more easily and may compress nearby blood vessels, leading to that stiff, tight feeling in the neck. Low activity during the day. A body that doesn't move much tends to have slower blood circulation, especially in the neck and shoulder area. At night, as the circulation slows down even more, these tissues may not get the oxygen and nutrients they need, resulting in tightness and discomfort. Unspoken emotional tension. Mr. Walter didn't mention stress, but often quiet men like him carry things silently, worrying about loved ones, missing grandchildren, or feeling down about something from the past. These emotions don't disappear. They silently build up, causing chronic muscle tension, especially in the neck and shoulders, the very places that hold our stress when we're overwhelmed or exhausted. 3. Could this be related to the autonomic nervous system? In older adults, especially those over 65, the autonomic nervous system doesn't regulate as smoothly as it used to. This system, which helps control blood pressure automatically, can become less responsive, leading to imbalances. Normal blood pressure during the day, but slight increases at night, often without us realizing it. And when this fluctuation happens, the neck is often the first area to respond. That's because it's a critical crossroads where blood flows to the brain. This tightness in the neck could be an early warning sign of transient reduced blood flow to the brain, and if ignored over time, it could lead to morning dizziness, poor sleep, or even falls the next day due to unsteadiness. 4. So, what's the main cause? We can summarize the 4 most likely contributors: slight blood pressure elevation at night, improper sleeping posture, lack of daytime physical activity, ongoing emotional stress. And when these factors combine, the neck is often where the body starts speaking up first. If Mr. Walter has felt this tension multiple nights in a row, then this is a signal to pay attention and take early steps to prevent it from developing into something more serious. Dear Mr. Walter, at first glance, nighttime neck tightness might seem minor, just one of those little discomforts that come with age. But if this symptom keeps recurring, or if it's accompanied by blood pressure fluctuations, then it's no longer something to brush aside. Let me explain clearly why that matters. 1. Nighttime neck tightness may be an early warning sign of reduced brain blood flow. The neck isn't just there to hold up the head. It's a critical highway that carries blood to the brain. When this area feels tight, stiff, or tense, it may be a natural reaction to temporary drops in blood flow, especially at night when blood vessels may constrict due to cold, stress, or rising blood pressure. When blood flow to the brain becomes uneven, even for just a few minutes, the brain feels the effects. It may not cause fainting or dizziness right away, but over time, you might notice feeling unsteady or wobbly when getting out of bed, dizziness or ringing in the ears when changing positions, waking up still feeling tired, like your head is weighed down, or forgetfulness, often mistaken for age-related memory loss, but actually due to poor blood flow to the brain. 2. Increased risk of nighttime stroke. This is something I hope everyone, especially seniors living alone, pays close attention to. According to medical studies, a significant number of mini-strokes, also called transient ischemic attacks, or TIA, happen at night. Why? Because blood pressure can spike while we're asleep, and the person may not notice the change at all. And when subtle signs like neck tightness, a heavy head, or difficulty sleeping appear, many people simply dismiss them. By the time more obvious symptoms show up, like slurred speech, facial drooping, or limb weakness, it can be too late. That's why we need to treat even a small symptom, like nighttime neck tension, as a possible signal, not just something random that happens with age. 3. Impact on sleep quality and heart health. That tightness in the neck at night, as Mr. Walter described, often prevents people from getting a full night's rest. It may start with a little tossing and turning, but can gradually lead to chronic insomnia. And when we don't sleep deeply, our cardiovascular system doesn't truly rest either. The heart keeps working under subtle stress, and over time, that can lead to higher morning blood pressure. It becomes a cycle: neck tension, poor sleep, increased blood pressure, more tension. Even worse, sleep 4. Higher risk of falling or losing balance in the morning. Here's another consequence that often goes unnoticed. When the brain doesn't get enough blood, balance is one of the first things to suffer, especially early in the morning, just after getting out of bed. Just one unsteady step or moment of lightheadedness can result in a serious fall. For older adults, a fall isn't always just a bruise. It can mean broken bones, a hospital stay, and a long road to recovery that affects overall health and independence. 5. Emotional toll. Ongoing sense of unease. Mr. Walter shared that he didn't want to worry his wife. That's admirable. But when a symptom lingers night after night, the person experiencing it often begins to feel anxious, uneasy, or even unsure about their own health. This quiet anxiety, combined with poor sleep and rising blood pressure, forms a silent trio that accelerates overall health decline in older adults. That's why we should never dismiss a seemingly small symptom, like nighttime neck tightness, because it can easily become the trigger for much larger consequences. At Mr. Walter's age, and for millions of older adults, every signal from the body deserves to be listened to with care. Dear Mr. Walter, the good news is that not every symptom requires medication or immediate medical procedures. In your case, with this recurring nighttime neck tightness, we can often begin with a few small changes, and if done consistently, these simple steps can lead to very real improvements. Here are some practical, gentle, and age-friendly actions that you and others experiencing the same thing can start doing today. 1. Monitor blood pressure, especially at night. First and foremost, try to check your blood pressure at least twice a day, once in the morning, shortly after waking up, and once in the evening, about 30 minutes before going to bed. If your evening blood pressure is consistently 10 to 15 mmHg higher than in the morning, that's a sign your body may be experiencing nighttime fluctuations. Keeping a daily record of these readings will help your doctor get a clearer picture of your condition, if and when you decide to visit. Tips for accurate measurement. Sit still and rest for at least 5 minutes before taking your reading. Don't talk during the measurement. Use the same device each time. 2. Adjust your sleeping position and pillow. A pillow that's too high or too soft can cause the neck to bend in awkward ways, limiting blood flow and straining muscles. Here's what to aim for. A pillow with medium height, so your neck and spine stay aligned while lying down. A material that's soft yet supportive. Memory foam is often a great choice. If you sleep on your side, try sleeping on your left side. This position supports better blood flow to the heart and brain. Don't be afraid to try a new pillow for a few nights. Sometimes a small change can make a big difference in relieving nighttime neck tension. 3. Gentle relaxation. Before bed. Neck tension isn't just physical. It's often emotional. caused by unspoken worries or mental strain. That's why simple relaxation routines can make a big difference. The 4-7-8 breathing method. Inhale for 4 seconds. Hold for 7 seconds. Exhale for 8 seconds. Do this 4-5 times before turning off the lights. Slow neck rolls. Gently turn your head side to side and up and down, 5 times in each direction. Note, don't move quickly or jerk the neck. Dim lighting. Lower the lights about 30 minutes before bedtime to help your brain produce melatonin naturally. These small habits not only ease neck tension, but also help you fall asleep more peacefully and wake up feeling more refreshed. 4. Light daytime movement. Especially for the neck and shoulders. Don't let your neck carry all the tension from a still body. Aim for at least 15 to 20 minutes of gentle movement each day, such as a morning walk outdoors, light shoulder rolls, or gentle arm lifts. Watering plants, gardening, or light housework, like sweeping. Daily movement improves blood circulation, which helps reduce neck and shoulder tightness by day's end. 5. If the symptoms continue, don't hesitate to see a doctor. If after 1 to 2 weeks of trying these suggestions, you still feel nightly neck tension, especially along with fluctuating blood pressure, it's time to see your doctor. They may recommend additional tests, such as checking the blood vessels in your neck, evaluating heart function, or doing a neurological assessment. More importantly, early visits help rule out hidden issues and give you the peace of mind to enjoy your days and sleep soundly at night. You are not alone. Mr. Walter and so many others have experienced something similar. And the good news is, your body always gives you a chance to adjust before things become serious. Dear Mr. Walter, and to everyone watching today, we've just shared a very real and relatable journey, starting from something that seemed so small, a bit of neck tightness at night, just a slight squeeze in the back of the neck. But beneath that, your body may be quietly trying to tell you something. We've learned that neck tightness can be a sign of mild nighttime blood pressure elevation. It may also relate to transient low blood flow to the brain, poor sleeping posture, or emotional stress we didn't even realize was there. And if ignored, this small symptom could grow into bigger risks: nighttime strokes, poor sleep, long-term fatigue, or loss of balance in the early morning. But the good news is, we have gentle solutions, and they're easy to apply. Check your blood pressure before bedtime, adjust your pillow and sleeping posture, breathe deeply and relax your neck and shoulders before sleep. Stay gently active every day, and if the symptom continues after a week or two, don't hesitate to see a doctor. Not because you're weak, but because you respect your body enough to listen to it. A small action you can take. Tonight, before going to bed, take just 2 minutes to sit quietly, relax your shoulders, and breathe deeply. If you have a monitor, record your evening blood pressure. Then ask yourself, how does my body feel tonight? Because sometimes just a little awareness and a little care is all it takes to keep your neck light, your sleep deep, and your heart a little more at peace, day by day. Thank you for spending your time with us today. To listen to a story about a small feeling that shouldn't be overlooked, neck tightness at night. We hope that these shared insights have helped you better understand your body so that each evening becomes less of a worry and more of a moment to relax and truly rest. We'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Have you ever experienced something like what Mr. Walter described? Do you have any bedtime habits that help your neck feel lighter and help you fall asleep more easily? We read every message, and sometimes we reply even faster than the time it takes to stand up and forget you were sitting for too long. If you found today's advice helpful, please consider hitting subscribe so you won't miss the next video. Each week, we bring calm, clear, and meaningful tips to help you take better care of your blood pressure, your sleep, and your overall quality of life. Wishing you a peaceful evening and wonderfully steady blood pressure. See you in the next video.